the Wassce results ababon the results are generally ye wishes say nka ye bi hu obviously and yes and ye hu into a whole lot of conversations ababon just the past weekend during the launch of the STEM box. The president himself mentioned, the Minister for Education and all stakeholders should look into the causes, the reasons into such result, and let's see how we can improve and make it better. So it's a conversation that is a serious concern to the ministry and to everyone who genuinely wish well for the education sector. But of course, you would also find a couple of people, for whatever reason, what they untrue statements or false information, so they penetrate into the system to deceive a few vulnerable people who may believe in them. In Tiabanasa, we also want to correct some of these impressions. Edin Kain, he made the statement say, prior to the Wassce examination, I think he even mentions about 3 months to the Wassce examination, some of the headmasters, in his view, known NPP folks were dismissed or were sacked. And he believes it contributed to the results that we are seeing. The patrol said headquarters of the Ghana Education Service, we have different people from different political orientations, different backgrounds, who are really working, even at the headquarters. It is never true, say, will be a headmaster or a known party person or a NPP in fact, anyone who makes that claim, say a party affiliation into a government employee, a public servant has been dismissed is completely ignorant of the structures of public service and our civil service. Civil service, you be say, yes, and I who activities be a NPP into that alone a foundation and a basis. The other dismissal and the circle. It is not true. Ever since this new management of the Ghana Education Service not a single headmaster, not a single teacher, not a single staff of the Ghana Education Service has been dismissed on the basis, say, or a known supporter of the NPP. In fact, any time where investigations and issues have come up, it is because misconduct be a known misconduct. Sometimes momo journalists who are might yet to me uncover some of these things. I give you an example. Say currently there are issues of examination malpractices. Allegedly teachers become those malpractices are not happening. Those ones are even under investigations. And when and some of them have been completed, others are still under investigations. When investigations are completed, then the persons will be sanctioned. Again, there are some, of course, allegations again say teachers have been seen having sexual engagement with some students. Some of them have been interdicted. I known in the media. Some of them are still under investigations. Some of these very serious issues and misconduct of staff of GES and the Ghana Education Service, you go into investigations to see where shortfalls, where problems have come, and the appropriate sanctions meted out to such persons. But it can never, in the history of the Ghana Education Service, well, I don't know if during their time that's what they did, for which reason he believes that is what is being done. But that is a very wrong practice. Nobody on the basis say, we are Christian and now you're Muslim and now you're NPP, we are NDC, NT circle. It cannot even happen, and that has never happened under this new management of the Ghana Education Service. And some of our leaders, so Omokasa, he even went on to say he has a list of 50 or so headmasters he can produce who are NPP sympathizers that have been dismissed. I wish say Obi in Caldo proven said another the silence now, another silence now babon. Now you verify say because so far as we're concerned, nobody. In fact, In the worst case scenario, that is even the bad case scenario, no crime. Sometimes the persons involved could be demoted, could be removed from office because if you are an office now or one in a capacity now or they in the capacity office no he may be taken away. But you can say you dismiss the from the Jumanimu. Now the reason you say or support the NPP are then. I mean, let's be sincerely honest with ourselves. During the time of the NPP itself, there were some teachers, there were some head teachers who were sympathizers of the NDC. Were they dismissed? So at what point in the life of the Ghana Education Service did this culture start? And it's our culture, no? Let me emphasize that it is not known to the Director General of the Ghana Education Service. It is not known to the management of the Ghana Education Service. We have not dismissed anybody. Management has not dismissed anybody just on the basis, say, or NPP sympathizer or is a known party member of the NPP. It doesn't work. And in fact, we share studies and now we study examination results and competences of examinations. Some of these things are not documented anywhere that they are the reasons a child will fail an examination. Right? So even though the claim is not true, no, the examination results and the competences of our children are a multifaceted issue. Teachers will rule will play, parents will rule will play, and Kolanankasa will rule will play, government will rule will play. It's several stakeholders who come together to contribute to the academic outcomes of our children. Into be the single out to say, and Kolani na more homeboarding adenya ye headmaster be or ye NPP needy. That's our headmaster no say I am pasa Kolano. Only 1+1. Who is a headmaster? Maybe 1+1 no. So it is not even documented anywhere that a change of a headmaster automatically contributes to the outcomes of our learners. That is the more reason why the president has directed, say, the ministry, together with the Ghana Education Service, WAEC, and all stakeholders should sit. Now you interrogate the issues. Now interrogate what caused or what probably might have caused the outcomes we are seeing. And let's see how we can strengthen the education system, how we can strengthen pedagogy, teaching and learning. If there's the need to even provide some teaching and learning materials and resources, and let's provide them and to help our children enhance their learning and their academic outcomes. Okay. You know, factors, and we are all waiting for comprehensive reports. Chief Examiner's report. Chief Examiner's report, a comprehensive report be about friends. Oh, in at mathematics, no more difficulty. Now, difficulty in the cry, you noticing what question 1, and I notice what question 2. So, they couldn't answer question 2, and almost to answer question 3. Then, they could answer question 4. And now question 5. Into going forward, teachers, that is a comprehensive analysis of our teaching, our learning, okay, and then academic activities, and not just single-handedly making that false claims.
But would you admit, say, in the absence of Sir Chief Examiner's report, to understand what really may have happened, the statement you issued in response to Dr. Educhum and some other point I will make here, maybe it was too early in the day. Obeja Tumusa.
Oh, it wasn't too early. I mean,
the facts result are banning the actual result. I said the capacity of Nkwalano and all of those conclusive statements, without the Chief Examiner's report. Was that fair?
Yes. What we were saying is results were seen in Nkwalano performance at WAEC at the Barbon Channel. And no mean person like the Minister for Education himself, Honorable Dr. Wassce.
Okay.
Yes, the former minister.
Okay.
himself stood on a platform and said that interventions including extra classes, interventions be and a woman who sika edema at for ma extra classes be professional development allowance and some other interventions. This new administration and he believes say it contributed to the performance. And we're coming out to say claim say number one, new management has not cancelled anything we came to meet. Intervention be an productive, they are also in place. If anyone should make that claim, then we believe the claim is not true. That is one. Number two, we also believe in common the way and for done. I say at one point some people are even blaming teachers. At another point, some are blaming the new management of GES. At another point, some are Minister for Education. At some point, some are blaming all other factors. And we needed to clarify and settle people's minds and say, no games happened behind the scenes. And that what we are seeing is the true, credible, natural, organic reflection of the competencies of our children. That is not a justification of the performance, because we still believe, indeed, if this is the true performance of the children, then it is still a problem we need to be worried about. Because we be tried a for 3 years. Now we be training, class exercise, class activities, curriculum, syllabus, go through. No be or the conform trade, no social. If this is the outcome the child has brought, then it is still a concern. In fact, that is the more reason that even the president himself believes that no, some investigation should happen for us to see, for us to get to know the true cause of such a performance and where we need to strengthen so that the performance will improve. Indeed, that one would really need a very clinical, forensic engagement and review of the whole structure and how we must improve on it. But to make it seem so, you throw blame games, you blame the way you change new government interventions, all that. We felt it was timely, especially when it was coming from the former Minister for Education. Then we felt that no, quickly let's straighten the conversation, let's clarify the conversation for everybody to be settled in their minds that one, we believe as a new government, in fact, genuinely, even this new management, that the students were already informed. So there was never going to be any magic that was performed that performance abafum. There was never, because they were already informed.
Daniel,
so if
Daniel, what I'll do is Yemre no echo. We'll find time now, Waba studio, and then we can dissect the issues